Hi, my name is Martin Brisebois, and I'm just here to present my lab book. So this is it. It's called Energy and Carbon Emissions, and it's about the environment and climate change, how to prevent climate change. On the inside, it looks like this. And so, very briefly, I'm going to explain what's in here. Um, in the center flap, first of all, there's just a brief explanation with picture about the carbon cycle right here, carbon dioxide being breathed out by animals and taken in by plants to be turned into oxygen. And right under, there's a graph showing how much carbon emissions have increased lately, just to show that basically, the amount of carbon being put out in the atmosphere is not normal these days. Um, on the left flap, or right for you, is renewable and non-renewable energy sources, which would be another topic of the, another subtopic in the general topic of environment. So if you open the renewable energy sources, I have here listed three main renewable energy sources. That is wind power, solar, and hydro, with a brief explanation of how they work. And then the same goes for non-renewable energy sources, which students obviously would have to understand contributes a lot to global warming, climate change. So here you have gas, oil, and coal. Same thing, a little brief explanation. Sorry. And finally, when you go to the other side here, you have at the center a picture of carbon emissions. And basically around that, you have four problems that carbon emissions can cause. So once again, if you open the flaps one by one, for example, here you see a picture of a desert and dryness. So if it opens up, you can see a brief definition of how carbon emissions is causing increasing dryness and droughts around the world. This picture here is a picture about coral reefs and how they're being bleached, so how that affects life, fisheries, and people who basically rely on fishing. And finally, right here at the bottom, there's two more. There's flooding. Scientists are saying there's going to be increasing amounts of droughts, floods, and some places are threatened because the level is already low. So inside there's just a brief definition of that. And finally, just the general air pollution, as we've been seeing a lot in China and parts of Asia, where people are walking around with masks on because pollution levels are so high. So this is what this one is. So as you can see, overall, the goal is for students to understand the carbon cycle and how it affects our lives, and basically what we can do in terms of energy to try to mitigate the problem. So that is my lab book. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you. I'll see you later.